All right, folks, it is about that time to get started. Welcome, welcome to today's exclusive webinar here from Hale. My name is Chris Rieger. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Hale, and I am excited to be able to present this webinar to you today. Now, those of you who might be sitting out there going, wait a minute, I thought Nathan Lotka was giving this webinar. I came to hear Nathan. I came to soak up his energy, his excitement, his joie de vivre, if you will. First of all, I'm sorry, I am not Nathan. I am not Nathan. Those of you who might think I am, again, my name is Chris Rieger. I work with Nathan very closely. I am his Chief Operating Officer. You know, Nathan spends so much time doing these webinars, flying around, doing speaking engagements, meeting with customers. He's actually in New York City right now. He just spoke at a really cool event last week in Chicago. He's been doing a bunch of webinars, and he lost his voice. So you are stuck with me for today, but I think, hopefully, if you stick with me, if you have a little trust in me, folks, that's all I ask, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think you're going to have a great time today. I think you're going to learn a lot. So again, my name is Chris Rieger. I am the COO at Hale, and it is exciting to be able to join you today and present to you this webinar. And thanks so much again. One final shout out to everybody who's joined the webinar. All of you. This is you guys are the folks that matter. You are who this webinar is for. Thanks to, I'll just throw out a few more names. I've been calling folks out as you've joined, and thanks so much for letting us know where you're joining from. We've got Brandon here from Atlanta, Kylie from Edmonton, Alberta, Jasmine from San Francisco, Kim from Ecuador, awesome, Viacamba, Ecuador, Sandra from Toronto, Diego from Lisbon, Portugal, Ulrika from Sweden, we've got Lorendi from Brooklyn. Hi, Lorendi, how are you? I know you. Justina from Switzerland. Dawn says, you rock, Chris. We want you. Dawn, thank you so much. I'm feeling so loved. So thanks again to everybody who joined. We are going to go ahead and get things started. So today's webinar is focused, again, on the top 6 Facebook campaigns from August. I am going to be covering for you 6 tactics that you can copy with no ad spend to run a similar campaign, a very successful campaign on Facebook. So here's what we're going to cover today. We're going to start with data from the top 3 campaigns in August that captured altogether more than 70,000 new email leads. We are then going to dive right into those 6 tactics that you can copy, and I'm going to try to break those down and make it very clear and very simple. So if you simply wanted to duplicate the strategy that some of these campaigns followed, you'll be able to do that. Then we're going to go to campaigns 4, 5, and 6. We're going to talk about 3 other campaigns that have converted at over 24%, and again, break down those and explain why those were so successful. We've also got our highest converting campaign of the year that I want to share with you. We've got live Q&A and a little surprise at the end, so make sure you stay tuned all the way through. Now, again, I'm not Nathan, but I want to tell you a little bit about Hale and about our great founder, Nathan. So we are totally focused on helping businesses get more leads from social media. We've been around for a number of years, and we've had the opportunity to do some pretty cool things, and Nathan in particular, you can see his face right here on this first picture, right here on the second picture. Here he is in his Hale t-shirt on the Creative Live stage on the West Coast, presenting to thousands of small business owners just like yourselves on how to market themselves on Facebook. We've had the opportunity to work with some really, really cool sites like allfacebook.com, Yahoo Finance, Social Media Examiner, and actually last year had a special report put together, including Hale, in the Wall Street Journal, which was really, really exciting for us. So that's who we are. Now, I also want the chance to learn a little bit about you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and put a poll up on the screen. I would just love to know who you are, if you wouldn't mind letting me know. So here is a quick poll. Let me know who you are. Are you an entrepreneur, a small business? Are you an agency working with lots of clients? Or are you a consultant? You wouldn't mind answering this poll on the screen by selecting one of the multiple choice options. And then I'll share with everyone on the webinar so you guys can see, learn a little bit about the group here. So we're at 30% of you that have voted. I'm going to wait until this gets to at least 60%. So if you could make sure that you are looking at my screen, you've got your other windows closed, so you can kind of dive right in and answer this poll, that would be awesome. Okay, we're up at 50%. We're getting close. We're almost there. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and close that poll. I will share the results. So here's what we're looking at. 50% of you are all entrepreneurs. Very cool. Very cool. You've started your own business. 23% of you are a small business. 11% of you are an agency working with clients. And 16% of you are a consultant, a social media consultant. So very, very cool. Thanks so much. Great to learn a little bit more about the audience we've got on the webinar today. So one other thing I'll let you know, we sent out first thing this morning a worksheet for you to use as a guide to take notes. It's really great. And if you don't have it, or if you didn't get that email for whatever reason, that's okay. In the handout section on GoToWebinar, you can download that worksheet. There's a little link to grab it. But make sure you take good notes throughout this webinar and tweet them to me at #HayoNotes. And what I'm going to do is at the end of this webinar, I'm going to pick my favorite. In fact, I think I'm going to have Christina, who's sitting here next to me. She's a much better judge of good note-taking than I am. Her penmanship is impeccable. She's going to, not that you have to have good penmanship to win, because she's also a designer and loves creativity. We're going to pick our favorite notes posted on Twitter using #HayoNotes for a chance to win a free Hayo t-shirt. So that's a cool way to follow along. So let's go ahead and dive right into section 1. Let's talk about the top 3 campaigns that we saw in August. And those 3 campaigns altogether, again, converted over 70,000 new email leads. And let's break down each one. So let's start with ProAudiostar. ProAudiostar is a very cool company based in Brooklyn, New York, that sells audio equipment and supplies. And they ran a sweepstakes that got over 58,000 impressions. Now, what that means is over 58,000 people actually saw this campaign landing page that ProAudiostar created. Of those 58,000, over 13,000 actually entered their email for a chance to win. Now, if you divide that 13,000 by the 58,500, you get a conversion rate of just over 22%, which is very, very strong. I would say with this type of campaign, any conversion rate north of about 15% is very good. It's very good. So this is a very good conversion rate. This was a really successful giveaway for ProAudiostar. They picked as a prize this really cool piece of audio equipment that, again, I have no idea what the Apollo 8 Quad Thunderbolt 2 audio interface is, but ProAudiostar does, and you can bet their fans do. They picked a really great prize that their fans cared about. We're going to come back to that in a few minutes when we talk about our 6 tactics. They also made it really easy to share this campaign. You'll notice here on the left side, I see some little buttons here to like, to share, to tweet about this contest, this particular campaign. That was a really smart thing that probably helped drive up that number of new email leads tremendously. So that's another thing that we're going to come back to as well. Now let's go to, as they say, something completely different. From ProAudiostar to Yogi Bear's Jellystone Park Camp and Resorts. Now, this is a service business, right? This is not a product company. RV Trader and Jellystone Park ran this contest to give away a week vacation in a Winnebago Brave. And they have 35,000 impressions and collected almost 11,000 emails for an even better conversion rate of over 30%. That is quite a nice conversion rate for RV Trader and Jellystone Park. Who doesn't love Yogi Bear? I mean, that probably helped conversion rate at least somewhat. Really nicely designed campaign. You can see the branding here is really strong. We're going to come back to that point as well. So another really successful campaign. And then the third one I wanted to share with you guys is ONeills. Now, ONeills is a sporting wear company based out of Ireland. We've got any folks here based in the UK or maybe even in Ireland, maybe you're familiar with ONeills. They actually gave away, this is an interesting prize, they didn't give away their sportswear, they gave away a pair of tickets to a football match. I'll translate that for those of us Americans. That's a soccer match, folks, if you didn't know. A football match in Ireland, they gave away free tickets to. They don't sell sporting event tickets, but they thought it was something their fans would really care about, and they did. They converted at over 26% and collected over 4,000 new email leads. The other thing that you can see clearly that ONeills did was they used a countdown timer to create some urgency. That's something else we're going to come back to here shortly. So another really great campaign, this one from ONeills. Now, just to be really clear, all three of these campaigns, ProAudiostar, RV Trader, and ONeills, were all run just several weeks ago, last month in August 2015. So, folks, I just want you to know this is fresh information. These are brand new case studies that we just got here at Hale and wanted to share with you. So, hopefully that's really interesting for you guys to hear. Let me know in the GoToWebinar questions right now. Is it helpful to see how others have had success with Facebook campaigns? Do you learn from seeing how others have done this? If so, type in yes in the GoToWebinar questions. Okay, awesome. Melissa says yes, very much. Aubrey says, yep. Okay, good, Aubrey. Good. Clive says yes. Camille says yes. Lorendi says yes. Awesome. Yes is the way to convert, Don says. Okay, great. Awesome. Great. Yes, but contests I've run. Okay, great. Captured more leads. Oh, wow. Jasmine says yes, the contests I've run have all captured more leads than these contests. Wow, Jasmine, that is pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. So, good. I'm really glad that's helpful. Let's go ahead and dive straight into talking about how these contests were successful. What are the tactics that they used that you can now use and you can copy to double your email list, to get hundreds or maybe even thousands of new email leads? So to make sure we're on the same page, we are talking about a Facebook campaign. Facebook campaign is a contest or some type of incentive where you're asking your fans and maybe other people within your audience somewhere else to opt in and give you an email address, provide you some contact information for a chance to win a great prize or get a really nice incentive. So these are the 6 critical components that we found really help make one of these Facebook campaigns absolutely successful. The first is brand awareness. Your fans are your fans because they care about your brand. Make sure that your brand is front and center. Get a nice big logo on the screen, use some really strong branding, put it at the very top left of the page. Make it really clear. Brand awareness is strong. You saw that with ONeills. Let me actually go backwards here. Boom, there's their brand right there at the top left. ONeills, nice and bright. Their fans saw that, knew exactly who they were dealing with. That's number 1, brand awareness. And again, for those of you who are hopefully taking notes and are going to tweet those notes to me at #HayoNotes, these 6 tactics, these 6 critical components are great things to note down. Number 2, use a strong incentive. Now, this is really important, and probably all of you are thinking, yeah, well, duh, Chris. If you don't give away a nice prize, nobody's going to want to enter. But you would be surprised how many people actually get this wrong. It's really, really tempting to just give away your own product or service as the prize. And you know what? That can work sometimes, but often it doesn't. Remember that you want this prize to be really compelling. Pick a prize or an incentive that aligns with what your ideal customer really, really wants. Now, ONeills, or I'm going to come back to ONeills again, they really nailed this. They sell sportswear, but they didn't say, win a free pair of jogging shorts, win a free football jersey, win a free pair of running shoes, right? What they did was they said, hey, the people who buy from us buy sportswear, they care about sports, they're probably sports fans, and we know they live in Ireland. Let's give away a pair of tickets to a really big soccer match, a really big football match in Ireland. And man, that made that campaign so successful. Pick a really strong incentive, one that really aligns well with your brand. And remember, that's often not what your product or service is. Nathan, if he could speak right now, would tell you if you sell hamburgers, don't give away the hamburger, give away the ketchup. Give away something complimentary. Give away the fries if you want, but don't give away the burger. So remember that. Remember that. Okay, number 3. Now, hopefully some of you saw that on most of these contests, you saw a countdown timer, a 7-day countdown timer, one that creates urgency. You know, the internet now is so distracting. You know, half the time I have to go on Facebook for work. 15 minutes later, I'm like in a stupor. I don't know where I am. I'm watching, videos of baby hedgehogs. So There's all kinds of amazing, funny, cute, hilarious stuff on the internet. It's super distracting, and consumers' attention spans are getting shorter. A countdown timer is a very nice, clean, simple way to create some urgency and let them know you better take action right now. This opportunity is not going to last forever. If you want to win this great prize, then you better enter. So make sure you use a countdown timer. And now the perfect amount of time for that countdown timer is 7 days. We find that with this type of contest, with a sweepstakes like this, it makes it really, really clean and simple, really easy for people. If it's 7 days or less, that creates really good urgency. So set that timer when you start the contest, when you launch it, for 7 days. All right, number 4, another one that's so easy to get wrong, but so, so important. Make it easy to enter the campaign. Make it easy to enter. You want, first of all, you want your opt-in little entry form here. The way they enter the contest, you want to be really clear, and you want to be very, very simple. Now, you'll notice that in this example, and all the examples we've shown before of real-life campaigns, they're not asking for much information. Often it's just an email address. Remember, the goal is to get a lead, someone that you can communicate with on email. So really all you need is an email address. You can ask for more information, but please, please, please remember this absolute truth of the internet. This is like, if there was a Bible of the internet, this truth would be in that Bible. Every additional piece of information you collect will decrease your conversion rate. There's nothing that's a bigger turnoff with a contest or a campaign like this when it says, hey, you know what? You want to win this amazing prize? Just give us your email address, your first name, your last name, your shipping address, your mailing address, your bank account number, your social security number, and the first name of each of your children, and we'll enter you for a chance to win. Okay, so remember, don't overdo it. If you need to get some more information, if you want to know their name, if you need a key piece of information to really be able to serve that person well as a customer, that's okay to ask for. But remember to treat this really lightly and ask for just the essentials. Just the essentials, and make it really clear and easy to enter. I'm actually going to flip back up, if you stay with me here, to the ProAudiostar example. Not only did they make it easy to enter, but they actually put in their creative big arrows pointing to where the entry form was. So again, you want it to be super, super clear and make it really easy to enter. All right, on to, a quick pro tip on making it really, really easy to enter your campaign, okay? So I want everybody right now to look, I'm not even going to say anything, look at my screen and look at the arrow pointing on my screen and see where it's pointing to. And folks, if you're just trying to multitask, if you're checking email, if you've got something else going on, I'd recommend you close down that email, take some time right now to invest in yourself and your marketing. Take a look at my screen and look where that email is pointing. Or that arrow, excuse me, is pointing. And I just gave away the answer. It's pointing to a list of email marketing services. A pro tip is, when you run a campaign like this, connect your entry form to your email marketing service. Aweber, Constant Contact, MadMimi, MailChimp, Campaign Monitor, whoever it is, Infusionsoft. Connect to your email marketing platform, your email service provider, and set up a nice autoresponder so as soon as someone enters, they get a nice little email from you right away. It's a really nice way of letting them know that they've entered, and it lets you connect with them on email immediately. It's a really smart thing to do. There's a pro tip for you. With that, let's turn into a really important step. We're on to tactic number 5. Turn your fans into marketers. Turn your fans into marketers. Now, you notice that all the campaigns that we've shown so far, and you're going to see 3 more still, have some really nice sharing features built into the campaign. Why is that? Well, let's talk about what that means and what that looks like. First of all, meet Paul. This is Paul. He's a super nice guy, even though he doesn't have a face. He just has a mouth and some hair. But he's still a super, Paul's just an icon. He's just a picture. But he's a really nice guy. He enters your contest, and he shares and tweets about it to all of his followers and friends. Okay. So then what happens? Well, 5 of his friends decide to enter the contest as well. They decide to enter the contest as well. So then what happens next? Well, those are Paul's friends. When they enter, they also share and tweet about the contest to all of their followers. Because you made it easy to enter, And because you put some nice sharing options onto the contest page, you've made it really easy to share. So then Paul's friends all enter, and then they all share. Well, then what happens? Well, then guess what? Each of them has 4 or 5 friends that decide to enter as well, and it just snowballs from there. And then all of a sudden, wow, check out your campaign's reach. So when we talk about making your fans, making your audience a marketing force for you, this is what we're talking about. This is what social media is, folks, right? It is inherently social. It is inherently social. So running this type of campaign, make sure when you're running this type of campaign, make sure that you're turning your fans into marketers. All right, so with that, a quick question for you. We've covered now 5 tactics for making your Facebook campaign really successful. But I would say number 6 is probably in some ways the easiest, but definitely the most important one. I want to ask you, in the GoToWebinar questions, tell me, what do you think number 6 is? What do you think number 6 is? And I'll give you a little hint. Approximately half of all Facebook users, everyone who signs into Facebook platforms, only does it from their smartphone. Only logs into Facebook with their smartphone. So, with that, what do you think number 6 is? That was a pretty big hint. Maybe that was too big a hint, Christina. I don't know. Yes, you guys got it. Camille says mobile. Alexi says phone optimization. Mobile optimized. And Lorendi says, thanks for the hint, make it mobile friendly. That's exactly right. You want to make it mobile friendly. So let me give you a couple of other stats, and this is really great info. This has all come directly from Facebook. Every quarter they do an earnings report, folks. It's incredibly valuable information, and you can pick out some really helpful data points in there. So here's what we know about Facebook and mobile. Like I said, about 50% of all Facebook users use Facebook on mobile, and specifically use Facebook only on mobile. That means half of all Facebook users are only going to Facebook from their phones. Okay, 30 million Facebook. There are 30 million Facebook fan pages out there. 19 million of them are optimized for mobile. This last statistic, which I think is highly tweetable, feel free to just tweet this right now if you want to. Look like a genius. The average Facebook user spends 40 minutes per day on Facebook. 40 minutes per day on Facebook. That is a lot of time if you think about it on average for spending on a website. And we're talking every single day. That's the average amount of time that the average Facebook user spends on Facebook every single day. So with that, you want to make sure you make your contest mobile friendly. All right, a quick review for everyone on those 6 critical tactics, those critical components that will help make your Facebook campaign successful. Number 1, brand awareness. Number 2, use a strong incentive. Number 3, set 7-day countdown. Number 4, make it easy to enter. Remember that pro tip, connect to your email marketing platform so you can email them right away. Let them know that, hey, we got your entry. Thanks for entering our contest. Number 5, turn your fans into marketers. This is what happens. Boom, boom, boom. And number 6, make it mobile friendly. Awesome. So let me go ahead and share with you a couple of other pro tips here when we're talking about Facebook campaigns that we've also seen be really successful. The first is a photo contest. Now, a photo contest is where you ask your fans to enter the campaign not by just opting in with an email address, but by actually uploading a photo for a chance to win. Now, we're in the age of the selfie, everyone, right? Everyone loves taking pictures of themselves and their friends and everything around them. We've all got a phone in our back pocket with our smartphone. So these have been extremely popular lately. And with a photo contest, they are super easy to, and I'll just do a quick demonstration here for you, super easy to run and enter. We've got a nice gallery of photo entries. People can browse them. I could click on one of these and kind of take a look at the actual photo. I can vote on it, and then right away, boom, there are those same sharing features. Oh, you just voted. Why don't you share this this entry with your friends? Let them vote on it as well. Photo contests are really popular, something I'd highly recommend you look into. Another great option is the Refer a Friend campaign, or Refer a Friend campaign. This is a really strategic contest where you run the contest, and instead of just asking for an email opt-in, you actually ask folks to enter, and then you give them a unique link to share with their friends. And the more other people they get to enter the contest, the better chance they have to win. The winner being the person who gets more folks to enter. Hopefully you guys are all seeing this on my screen right now. This particular contest is again, really great, and we've seen work really well and be really popular. That's the Refer a Friend contest. All right, so here we are now on to part 3. Now that you've seen those 6 critical components, let's look at 3 more campaigns from August. These all converted at over 24% with no ad spend. And let's see if you can pick out those 6 critical components. Let's start with Asheville Outlets. This is a mall. This is an outlet mall. Okay. You'll notice the conversion rate is exceptionally high here, up over 60%. We're at 66% conversion rate. 5,000 people about saw this campaign. Over 3,300 new emails were captured. You'll notice a lot of the same components. Layout's a little different, right? But I see branding. I see the countdown timer. I see the share options. I see the entry form very clear and front and center. 2 easy steps to enter, it says. So we see a lot of those same components, right? That's Asheville Outlets. Okay, the fashion spot. They sell handbags and other fashion accessories. This one did extremely well also. It converted at almost 70%. This is really, really high conversion. They must have really rabid fans, and they must have really picked a great incentive. Rabid figuratively, not literally. Okay, the fashion spots fans are fantastic people, I'm sure. They gave away this really cool handbag, sterling silver. Oh, excuse me, it was a necklace, sterling silver necklace with these little inlaid diamonds, this little map. Very, very cool, very unique. Their fans obviously responded to it and really loved that incentive. Okay, now everybody, I'm not even going to say anything about this next one. I want you to take a look at my screen, and in the GoToWebinar questions, tell me what you see here from those 6 critical components. What things do you see on this campaign from Tilt Electronics? What strategies do you see working? Camille Fort says multiple prizes. Yep. 3 ways to win. Branding. Melissa says logo, the brand. It's easy to enter. Chance to win more than 1 prize. Giveaway, brand awareness. Great. That's awesome, guys. Ellen asked a really, really great question I want to answer. Ellen says, can you please define what you mean by conversion rate? Absolutely, Ellen. So it's really, really simple. When we look at these campaigns, the main goal is to collect new email leads, to build your email list. And so what we do is we take the number of emails captured, and we divide that by the number of impressions, which is basically the number of unique visitors to this page. And that value, in this case, it's 24%. That's what we call the conversion rate. That's the goal that we hold ourselves to. That's the number we hold ourselves to at Hale, when we're working with customers. We want you to have as many new email addresses captured as possible. If you get 100 people to view your landing page, we want as many of those 100 as possible to enter their email address. So that's the rate we look at. That's the rate that we measure when it comes to conversion rate. All right, cool. So, all right, whew, man, hopefully that was really, really helpful. We are through the end of phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Now, I want to unmute someone here and check in with them and ask what they think so far of some of this information that I shared. And I'm going to see if I can grab Rachel, who I said hello to earlier, and see if I can check in with her. Hi, Rachel. I have unmuted you, I think. Let's see. Rachel. Yeah. Hi, Rachel. I've unmuted you. Chris, you still with me?
Hi.
Hey, Rachel.
I'm here.
Awesome. Yeah. So what do you think of the content so far? Any new strategies you think you can use with your clients?
Yeah, definitely. I think that this is very helpful and has generated some ideas for me.
Awesome. Awesome. Is it helpful, do you think, for you and for everyone else on the webinar to actually see some real live examples of campaigns and how they've performed?
Definitely.
Yeah, I always say a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? I can tell you all day long, but it is, I think, really helpful to see as well. Cool. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. All right, folks. So with that, let's move on, and I have a question for you. So tell me yes or no in the GoToWebinar question. Would you like to see how you can do this, how you can create one of these campaigns? Now, I certainly don't have to do this. We can move on. We've got plenty of other great stuff to cover. We've got Q&A. I'm going to take your questions. We've got, again, the hashtag Hale Notes contest, etc. But would you like to see how you can do this, how you can create one of these Facebook campaigns really, really easily? If so, tell me in the GoToWebinar questions. Say yes. Say yes. And I love personality, folks, so put it all in caps, throw in some exclamation points, whatever you like. All right. Yes, 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 please. Awesome. Awesome. All right. You know what? You guys can't see what I'm seeing in the GoToWebinar questions, so I'm actually going to grab a quick screenshot here so you know I'm not making this up. All right, cool. So here, I just grabbed this quick screenshot. Ellen, all this yes. Tony gave me a hell yes. Okay, Tony, great. Thank you. Don't keep me waiting, Randy says. Okay, great. So there we go. Let's go ahead and dive in. I will do a quick demo and show you how to build one of these campaigns really easily. Now, I would love to actually use somebody live on the webinar as an example. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys, paste in, if you've got a website for your business that I can use as my example, go ahead and paste it right into the GoToWebinar questions. If you've got an e-commerce site or a blog, if you're a photographer, go ahead and paste in your website so that I can have a look. I would love to grab a real-life website to use as an example. Wow, lots of really cool examples here, lots of different businesses. All right, so I think I'm going to go with, let's see here. Wow, tons. Thank you so much. I found a pretty cool one here from Camille called Tucker Toys. Let's take a look at that one here. Really cool website. Looks like a toy company. Yeah, let's do that. That looks pretty cool. That looks really neat. All right, so let me go ahead and pull up so you guys can see. Let me go ahead and dive into, now there are lots of ways you can create one of these campaigns. We have a platform that does this. So I'm going to use Hale to show you a really cool example. So let me go ahead and click Create a Campaign. Now the campaign that I'm going to build for you is called a sweepstakes. I'm going to go ahead and click Contest Templates on the right-hand side. The first one on the list is the sweepstakes template. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. Now you'll notice that you look here on my screen, and hopefully everybody's, this is only valuable if you're actually watching what I do. So hopefully all of you can kind of, put your eyes back on my screen for a minute and actually watch as I demo this for you. I'm going to try to move quickly so that we can keep things moving here. You'll notice that right on this page, you've got all those same critical components that we just talked through present, right? We've got the nice logo. We've got the really clear place to, the nice big image, the hero image we call it, where you can communicate your prize. We've got the countdown timer. We're making it easy to enter. So we've taken all of our research and we've actually baked it into this template, which I find to be really helpful for our customers. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save and start editing. Now, this is really simple. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and there's Tucker Transforming Toys. Cool. I'm going to copy the image URL. I'm going to go back over here to Hale, and I'm just going to click that part of the page. I'm going to go over here to the right. I'm going to paste in the image for the logo, and boom, there it is. Now, what do we need here, right? Camille, we need a nice prize. So let's see. Let me go ahead and take a look at some of the things that they do. Wow, this is pretty cool. Easy grip, crush it, the adjustable high-powered bat. Wow. Really great pictures here. Really nice images. Ooh, I like that. Let me go ahead and grab a picture here. I like this action shot of this guy actually swinging, using one of the products. That is really, really cool. Now I'm going to go back over to Hale, click that picture, click that image. This time I've got it saved right here on my desktop. I'm going to click upload. I'm going to find the Crush It Bat toy. Go ahead and upload that image. Give Hale a chance to grab it. Now, hopefully you can see that this is pretty easy to do, right? Like all I'm doing is clicking some of the different elements on the page, and I'm actually updating them myself as I go. Okay, there's that really great hero image. Boom, and I love that. That's a really cool looking bat. I kind of wonder what it does. Now, right under this image, right, I've got this little area of text, and this is the perfect place over on the right-hand side. So you can see this on my screen, and you're staying with me. I'm going to say, enter your email for a chance to win this Crusher bat, and along with tickets to your watch your favorite, I probably don't need to narrate this as I go, do I? But I'm going to do it anyway. Your baseball team play. All right, this is the perfect place to just message exactly what you're giving away. Now I can do whatever I want with this. I can change the font. I could do Comic Sans. I probably won't. Let's do a nice Helvetica. Let's make this nice and big, really clear. Heck, let's center it. I want this to be really, really clear. Okay, cool. Save changes. So boom, there's my incentive. Now, the countdown timer. So tell me in the GoToWebinar questions, folks, how many days should I make this contest? How many days? You need to refer to your Hale notes, your hashtag Hale notes. Make sure you do that. That's right, 7 days. Kate, Clyde, Belinda, Ellen, everyone's saying, yep, 7 days. Eris says 5. No, it's 7. It's 7 days. That's the ideal time we found. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this, and let's set this to the 2nd, make it to the 30th. Boom. Got a nice 7-day timer. Setting that for about a week we find to be ideal. Now, here's the entry form. I'm going to click that. First things first, I want to connect this to my email marketing platform. Now you see a whole bunch here that we actually integrate with. Aweber, Constant Contact, MailChimp, Campaign Monitor, Infusionsoft, MadMedia, etc. There are a whole bunch of different platforms you can directly connect with, and if not, that's all right. You can always just click downloadable CSV file. We'll store those leads for you, make it really easy for you to download and transfer them right to whatever platform you have, no matter what platform you have. I'm going to go ahead, though. I can literally make it that easy as I click my email marketing service, click the account to connect it, and hopefully you're seeing this on my screen. Click this drop down, and I simply select the list I want new leads to be dropped into. Boom. I can add fields. Maybe I do. Again, maybe I do want to capture a first name. Let's do that. Let's say I want to be able to call them by name when I send them an email. So there we go. Let's put in first name and email. Beautiful. And I can customize all this, but for the sake of speed, let's just keep moving. Now, here's that critical part. Take a look at my screen. What do you see here at the bottom left-hand side of the screen? Take a look at what my mouse is circling. Those are the share features, right? This is how we make. Remember step 5. Make your audience a marketing force. Let them market for you. I'm going to click that, and again, over here on the right-hand side, I can simply input my own customized options, right? I can put in my Facebook page that I want them to like. Let me see if I can find. Let me go back to Tucker. Let's go to their Facebook page, facebook.com/Tucker Toys. Perfect. I'll grab that. I'll paste that in here. Link to share and tweet. I'm going to keep that blank because you can see here by this note, it's going to then, when people share, Hale will automatically have them sharing this campaign, this contest page, which I want. And I can also customize the actual message for sharing. So I can say, I just entered to win a Crusher bat and baseball tickets. And there you go. Again, I can customize these if I want. Otherwise, I can save changes. That's pretty much it. Like if I was timing this, I think that took me about 5 to 7 minutes to actually put those pieces together. Now, let me actually see if I can get. I built this. It was Camille, I believe, who who suggested Tucker Toys. Let me see if I can get Camille live. I don't know if she's got her microphone connected, but I'm going to give it a shot. Hey, Camille, this is Chris. Is your microphone connected?
It sure is, Chris. How are you?
Hey, Camille, I'm great. Awesome. So is Tucker Toys one of your clients, or is this your company?
It's one of my clients.
Okay, awesome. Now, what do you think of this little campaign I've whipped up for Tucker Toys? How's it looking so far?
I think it's fabulous.
Awesome, awesome. So should we go ahead one more step and see what it's like to actually publish this campaign?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right, let's do that. So I'm going to click Save and Preview at the bottom right. Okay, here's my preview. Looks good. Looks good. I can test my share features here. Let me click the like button. Boom, I just liked the Facebook page. We've got a new fan.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I can click to share. I can see that Facebook share message. Looks good. I just entered to win a Crusher bat and baseball ticket. That's my message. I can customize that and make it say whatever I want. Now, do you remember, here's a little quiz for you, Camille, not to put you on the spot, but I'm going to do it anyway. What was step 6? What was strategy 6 on our list? Remember the last recommendation I made?
To make it mobile friendly.
Make it mobile friendly. That is exactly right. So we always want to do that. Now let me show you. I can do that actually with one click here. And let me ask you this. Have you ever in your work, Camille, since you work with clients, have you ever paid to have a page like this made mobile responsive? Have you ever hired a consultant or an engineer to actually do that for you?
No, that would be way too much time, money, coding, way too much.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I understand. It is pretty expensive. I mean, it can cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars to actually, even if you just go onto Odesk and actually hire someone to make the page mobile responsive. It as you said, and you actually hit the nail on the head. It's expensive, but it's also time-consuming because now you've got to actually manage that person to make it mobile responsive for you. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. Here's how we have handled that. I'm just going to click one button. You see right here where it says Publish to Mobile. I'm going to click this button and watch this.
Gorgeous.
Looks good. Looks good. Perfectly mobile responsive. Looks great. And now I'm ready to publish. Got my thumbnail set, everything. I'm going to go ahead and click Publish. Select the fan page I want to publish to. I'll put this to a test page just so that we don't go too crazy here. And then boom, my campaign is publishing, and then it will be live. Cool. Hey, Camille, thank you so much for suggesting Tucker Toys and letting me use them as an example today.
Thank you, Chris. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. You too. All right, so folks, hopefully that was really, really helpful to see how you can actually, first of all, see live campaigns that actually illustrated how these campaigns can be successful, show you the tactics of how to make those campaigns successful, and because you guys wanted to, I showed you how to actually then build one of these campaigns yourself. So again, I really, really hope that was valuable. So with that, here's what we've learned so far. We talked about the lazy person's way to convert high percentage of your Facebook fans, 37% of your Facebook fans, into email leads. That's the average of the top 6 campaigns from August. I showed you the 6 list building strategies that thousands of our customers use today who thought they never could. Like, they didn't know they could do this before, and then they jumped in, and now they're doing this for themselves to actually build their email list and get lots of new email leads. We've also talked about those 3 additional campaigns that gathered over 28,000 email leads altogether from a Facebook contest without spending a single dollar on advertising. And who wouldn't want to get that many new email leads? Now, stay tuned. I'm moving as fast as I can. We still have highest converting campaign ever to show you, live Q&A, and lots more. So with that, I've got another question for you. Tell me in the GoToWebinar questions. Feedback is super, super important to us here at Hale. Yes or no, have you learned at least 2 new things from today's webinar? Have you learned at least 2 new things from today's webinar? All right, I'm getting some yeses. Good. I like yeses. Danny says more than 2. Good. Thank you. Don says yes, that you shouldn't give away what you sell, your own product or service. It's great. Great. Awesome. Dusty says, really like the photo submission gallery of images. Awesome. Oh, I'm thrilled. Okay, good. I'm really glad. It seems like everybody got a lot out of the webinar so far. I'm really, really glad about that. Now, another question for you. Because you guys have learned so much from this webinar, if you like, I can share with you pricing information for Hale, and that includes, I've actually kept a little special offer just for you guys on the webinar today that's not available anywhere else but on this webinar, that I've held aside, and I got special permission from Nathan to be able to share with you today. So if you'd like to hear more about Hale pricing, if you want me to quickly just review that with you and share the special offer with you, just type BUY, B-U-Y, in the GoToWebinar questions. Okay. Buy. John says buy. Don, buy. Pierre says buy. Please discount. Pierre, totally understand. Things got to be affordable, right? Lots of oh, this is awesome. Taft says, I'm already a Hale client. Awesome. All right, cool. Again, I'm going to take a quick screenshot so you guys can see what I'm seeing and know that I'm not making this up here. So, lots of folks. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Not that one. Where'd it go? Sometimes when you're juggling 5 or 6 different digital tools. There we go. There we go. All right, there's my quick screenshot. It's 12:46, 12:47 p.m. right now. Lots of people really want to see. Okay, sounds good, guys. I will share with you. So let me first talk you through. Here's what's included in any Hale package. If you were to go to Hale.com this morning, or if you were to go tomorrow morning to Hale.com and actually sign up for a plan, here's what you'd get. You'd be able to launch a campaign every other week. You'd have access to photo and video contest templates. You'd have access to giveaway and sweepstakes templates. Now that's the one I just showed you how to build with my little demonstration, And by the way, for those of you that might not be watching, hopefully you're seeing this on my screen. I'm actually taking these down in case I'm talking too fast. You can actually read them right off my screen if you need to. You've got access to lead generation templates. Maybe you don't want to run a contest. Maybe you want to give away a free download or something like a white paper to make that really easy to do. You can do that with Hale as well. You've got direct email service provider integration so that you can double your email list. So as people are entering your campaign, entering your contest, that's automatically building your email list right directly within your email service provider. Remember that magic button that Camille said, no, I don't do that. It's too expensive. It's too time consuming to hire someone to make a campaign mobile responsive. She's right. It's kind of a pain. So we went ahead and we automatically create a mobile responsive version of the campaign to capture mobile leads. You can stop paying freelance developers and designers. You can simply use Hale to do this yourself. Another nice thing is, we are a Facebook application and we interoperate directly with Facebook. We always stay up to date. We have our own legal team that we pay to make sure that we've got the right disclaimers on a Facebook contest, make sure we're not doing anything with our product that's out of bounds as far as Facebook is concerned. So you don't have to worry about Facebook shutting down your campaign or other legal worries when you sign up for a Hale plan. And finally, last but not least, we do have super responsive customer support. So that's what you get with every Hale package. Now, let me share with you right on my screen here. As a bonus for attending today's webinar, if you buy before the end of the webinar, we will feature your fan page or business in a blog post. That is pretty awesome. We've got blog.hale.com. If you're like, oh, their blog is probably doesn't get any traffic and it's probably small, go to blog.hale.com. Check it out. It's a great blog. It's thriving. We post content there daily. It gets tons and tons of shares, tons of readership. We will actually feature your fan page or business in a blog post, which I think is a pretty awesome opportunity. You'd get a personal one-on-one strategy call with either myself for agencies or Brooks if you're a single business to help ensure your success. If you're hearing about the strategy today and you're thinking, yeah, I'm on these webinars and it always sounds good, but then I'm going to be like a week later trying to use this platform, I'll have forgotten, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. That's what this bonus is for. It's to give you a personal one-on-one call to help you strategize. Maybe you're trying to pick the right prize. Maybe you're trying to decide on when to run your campaign. Maybe you want to do it over the holidays. You want to know how to tie it in. Maybe you just want some technical help with setting it up on Hale. That's okay. Whatever it is, we're here for you. You get a one-on-one call as part of these bonuses. Another great bonus that I think really helps you get your first campaign off the ground. This is a guide that I actually wrote personally that provides 11 high-converting ideas for prizes that you can copy, as well as some guidance on how to pick the right prize for your campaign. How to pick the right prize for your campaign. You'll also get access to our invite-only mastermind group. Listen, if you're hearing of this word mastermind get thrown around a lot lately, which I know I am, I was at a mastermind dinner last time. Mastermind dinner, that sounds pretty cool. What's that? What about you? Oh, I just got back from a mastermind in San Francisco. This word mastermind is getting thrown around a lot lately. If you want to benefit from a mastermind, from getting together with other smart marketers, other smart business-minded people, we have a closed Facebook group that we only allow our best customers in. And what we're going to do is we're going to open it up for this webinar, for those attending this webinar. If you purchase a Hale plan today for the end of the webinar, we will give you access to our invite-only mastermind group. Another great place to get ideas and share input and get feedback from your peers, other marketing professionals. You'll get a video replay of today's webinar. You'll also get a free ebook, The Secret to Stunning Visual Content. This is a great white paper style ebook written by our very own in-house writer, Brooks, that breaks down the mathematical equations behind how to make your content more attractive to the human eye, your pictures and your videos. And let me tell you, if you've been on any social media platform lately, you know that images are everything right now. On Facebook, on Twitter, obviously on Instagram, no matter the platform, this is really important information. Finally, we've got a great and very well, in fact, professionally produced video called How to Discover Content the Newsfeed Loves. If you're looking to engage your Facebook followers more, this is a great opportunity to grab a 30-minute, compact, very insightful, very valuable video training on how to discover great content the newsfeed loves. This was produced with Nathan as part of a Creative Live course he took. The only way to get this right now is to actually go to creativelive.com and pay $79 for it. But if you buy today, if you buy a Hale plan today before the end of this webinar, we will include this as one of our bonuses. So, again, here's what you get. On the left side, everything that comes with a Hale plan. On the right side, all the bonuses you get today. It's over a $480 value. To grab these bonuses and a Hale plan, it's just a one-time fee of $300 for the next year, for a full 12 months. You would get to run these campaigns and you'd have to use all of these bonuses. If you're interested in grabbing that, go ahead and grab it right now. All you do is you go to heo.com/BUY. heo.com/buy if you want to grab those bonuses today. Awesome. All right, now, that was a mouthful. That was a mouthful. I'll give you folks some time to kind of consider that, and let me see if I can grab anyone else live to say hello. Let's see here. Let me scroll down. We talked to Rachel. I might say hello to her again. Let's see. We've also got. Where did Kate go? Crystal too. Let's say hi to Crystal, who was on earlier. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say hi to Kate, who I haven't been able to say hello to yet. Kate is joining us, if I remember correctly, from Canada. Boy, I hope I'm not getting that wrong, but I might be. Where did you go, Kate? Okay, there you are. All right, I'm going to unmute Kate G. Kate, this is Chris here from Hale. You're unmuted. Are you there? Can you hear me? Hi, Kate. You're unmuted. Can you hear me? Looks like Kate does not have her microphone connected. And that's okay. Let me see if I can say hi to one or two other people just to check in. Let me see if I can say hi. Say hi to Joy, who's joining us as well. Where did Joy go? Kate says, sorry about that. I don't have a mic on my work computer. Kate, that is all right. That is all right. Let me see if I can say hi to Candy here, who is joining us. Candy. All right, Candy, I've unmuted you. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, how are you?
Chris from Hale. You didn't know you were going to be part of the webinar today, did you?
No, I did not.
Hey, so where are you joining from, Candy?
I'm joining from Lakeland, Florida.
Awesome, awesome. I assume the weather's nice there as well. I certainly
Very
hope.
nice.
Awesome, that's great. Well, so tell me, what have you thought so far about the content of today's webinar? Have you learned anything new?
A few things. I wasn't familiar with your platform. I had actually, and forgive me, used another platform for this type of work in the past. But somebody had suggested that I should take a look at your webinar today, and I love the ease of use that I'm seeing. And I love the aspect of the customer service.
Awesome.
That's always important. And just the content that you put forth today was wonderful. Thank you.
No, that's great, Candy. Well, I really appreciate that, and I'm thrilled to hear that you've run these types of campaigns in the past. I hope they've been successful. If not, maybe give Hale a shot.
Yeah, no, I intend to. Absolutely.
Awesome. Great. Well, thank you so much. I want to see if I can unmute Joseph. Joseph, we've got a number of folks actually taking advantage of this bonus offer today. I want to see if I can say hi to Joseph, who's joining us. Let me see if I can get a great name here. Hey, Joseph, you're unmuted. Can you hear me? Hey, Joseph, do you have your microphone connected? Can you hear me? That is okay. That is okay. So I tell you what, while we wait or we give a chance for some folks to consider this, let's go ahead and move on and get into some Q&A. And actually, you know what? Before I do that, I want to cover a couple of quick things real quick. So again, I know Joseph just went to hale.com/buy. He grabbed this offer of $300 for a 12-month subscription to Hale, along with these great bonuses. Let's talk about a couple of things. If you're sitting there wondering, I don't know if I should do this. Is this going to be successful for me? Here's some pointers for you. And I want to give you confidence in knowing whether or not to take advantage of this opportunity or not, because it is just available today. If you've got a Facebook page with a few hundred likes already, if you're looking to build your email list, if you already get some engagement on Facebook, this is perfect for you. If you're not on Facebook, if you just started a page and you've only got 5 or 10 fans, probably too early for you to take advantage of this. But if you've got some of these bullets hit already, you're looking to build your email list, you've got already several hundred or more likes on your Facebook page, this is a great strategy for you to help build your email list. The other thing I want to make sure is really clear, for those of you that are thinking, I don't know if I should do this because I'm not sure if I should spend the money, we offer a 30-day risk-free, no questions asked guarantee, money-back guarantee. If for whatever reason in the first 30 days you are just not happy, or it just it didn't work out as you thought it would, or you got excited and you decided, thought later, maybe I just need to return this. For whatever reason, in the first 30 days of your Hale membership, if you'd like to return it and get your money back, that's okay. You can do that. Now, for those of you that are saying, well, Chris, you're giving away these bonuses. I could just get these guides, pay the $300, and just say I want my money back, get my money back in a week. Yeah, you could. You could do that, and that's a little bit of a risk that we take, but I believe people are fundamentally good, and I don't think people are going to take advantage of that. I think people are going to be generally sincere about that. So in any case, I would say, if you're concerned at all about this, or you're not really sure, no worries. We offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. Okay, good. Wanted to make sure that was clear. So I'll just leave this back up, and actually. Yeah, there we go. You can only, remember, all you need to do is go to hale.com/buy to take advantage of that offer. All right, and now with that, let's take some questions. If you've got a question at all about anything we covered today, go ahead and pop it into the GoToWebinar questions. Let me know what you'd like to know about. If you've got a question about how to run one of these campaigns, if you've got a question about Facebook marketing in general, building your email list, go ahead and pop it directly into GoToWebinar. Mark asked a great question. Is this online software, or do I have to download it onto my hard drive? No, you know what, Mark? It's totally online. You don't have to download anything. You don't need to worry about putting some file in your computer. When you sign up for Hale, you'll access your Hale plan by going to hale.com and logging in. That's it. Super, super easy. Fahad says, hey, Chris, I'm from India. Fahad, great to have you here. Okay, Rachel, who we talked to earlier, has a great question. Any thoughts on growing the number of likes for new brands? I mean, there are two things, Rachel. There are two pieces of advice I always give to folks who are interested in growing their fan base on Facebook. The first is, the right way to do it is through good, timely, relevant content. Good, timely, relevant content. That takes time, but there are lots of tools out there you can use to help you, and that's the best way to build your likes. Now, there's a Facebook ad product that also lets you build your fan base, and if you target that really well, I've seen businesses that use that in a really well-targeted way, and it's been hugely successful for them. So I'd recommend looking into that as well. Delilah says, do you boost or promote the campaigns by paying Facebook to do that for more exposure? Well, you can, Delilah, you can, but you don't have to. And all the examples here that I've shared with you today are campaigns that didn't spend any money on ads. They just promoted it completely organically. I actually want to really quickly say hi to somebody else. I see a bunch of people taking advantage of the offer today. So let me see if I can grab Paula to say hello, Paula Smith. And I've unmuted her so I can say hi. Paula, it's Chris. I've unmuted you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hey, Paula. Hey, what did you think of today's content, and why did you decide to buy this offer?
Well, I saw your presentation, 2 weeks ago or last week when you did it.
Oh, great.
And I was kind of hesitant, and then after everything was over, I said, oh, I should have gotten that. So when you did it this time, I said, okay, I'm going to get it this time.
Oh, that's great. Well, that's great. And so was this content helpful? Do you feel like, I'm hoping right now, Paul, that you're feeling like really empowered to dive into Hale, create a campaign, and start collecting new email addresses. Is that how you're feeling?
Yes, but I don't know what I'm going to give away because I'll be really confused on that part. So
that's okay. And you know what? You're going to get those bonuses because you bought today at hale.com/buy. And one of those bonuses, remember, is a personal one-on-one strategy call. And that's a great place to ask for some help about picking the right prize. You're also going to get that great guide that gives you 11 prize ideas, high-converting prize ideas. So I think you'll be in really good shape. That's awesome. That's really, really awesome.
Because I have over 9,000 likes on my site. But
perfect.
They're just not engaged.
Yeah. Well, you're with 9,000 fans. You're primed to collect some good new email leads. That's really, really exciting. Really, really exciting. Well, Paula, awesome. Thank you. I'm so glad you were able to take advantage of this. Thanks so much for joining the Hale family.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, folks. You know what? I hate to do this. I'm going to, but I kind of have to. If you're still checking out and grabbing, if you're at hale.com/buy and you're still checking out and grabbing one of these bonus packages, that's okay. That's okay. I am going to have to, though, limit just 5 more. Some of these bonuses take us a lot of time, especially the phone calls and those blog posts that we write. So we've had a bunch of people take advantage of this already, more than I was expecting, to be honest, which is fantastic. And I'm so glad you guys are finding this helpful. But I'm going to go ahead and limit this just for the next 5 people who buy. You'll still get the bonus and all the great features of Hale, but I can only do 5 more of these bonus packages. So if you're on the fence, I just want you to know that. Remember, there's a 30-day risk-free guarantee if you need it. And if you've got questions, feel free to give us a call. You can call and chat with Brooks here at Hale HQ right now. just call 800-884-8640 if you've got questions. Awesome. I want to say hi to one other person real quick. And I've got, oh man, I see a bunch of people taking advantage of this. I want to go back and say hi to Camille. You know, we used that toy company, a client of hers, as an example, and I want to say hi to her as well. Let me see if I can unmute Camille. All right, Camille, I've unmuted you. Are you there?
I sure am, Chris.
Hey, Camille. So, tell me again, two questions for you. One, what did you think of today's content? And two, why did you decide to go to hale.com/buy and actually purchase this special offer?
What was the first question?
What did you think of the content on the webinar today?
I thought it was fabulous. I think it's tremendous potential for the marketing of the company, and you know, the bonus package and everything. It was a perfect time to buy. It's going to be a phenomenal tool for the company.
Well, that's awesome, Camille. I'm really thrilled to hear that. You know, we put these webinars on, and we created Hale to help businesses get more leads and market themselves on Hale, and that includes businesses like yourself that are working with clients. So the fact that you found value in this today and you think this is going to be helpful, that makes me really happy. I'm really psyched we're going to get to keep working with you too. You know, you're going to have this one-on-one call with us, and we're going to help you get started. And so that's really thrilling. So thanks so much for joining the Hale family.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Camille. Awesome. All right. Well, we've got a bunch of other folks: Eris, Dawn, Paula, Joseph, who've already signed up. So we are down to. Let me just go ahead and change this. Let's see. We are down to 2 more of these bonus packages. 2 more of these bonus packages. So we're at hale.com/buy. If you want to go ahead and grab one, you can. Just go to hale.com/buy. I'm going to go ahead and take a few more questions as part of Q&A. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, Sandra asked a great question. Okay, so over what duration is a contest suggested to run? Okay, Sandra, great question. Now, if it's a sweepstakes, like the examples you saw from our top August campaigns, hopefully most of the people on the webinar can answer that for you. 7 days we find is the ideal time to run a sweepstakes or a giveaway, 7 days. That said, Sandra, if you're running a photo contest or a video contest or something else that requires a creative submission, I need to create a video, or I need to snap a picture and upload it, you want to give people maybe a little bit more time. I recommend a minimum of about 2 weeks for a photo or video contest. Could be longer than that too if you want. You have to be careful that it's not too long. So hopefully that is helpful. Let me go back to another couple of questions. Pierre asks, you offer direct integration with Aweber. Do you already need an account with them? You do, Pierre. So we integrate with lots of other email marketing platforms, Aweber, MailChimp, Mad Mimi, Constant Contact, etc. And we interoperate, we integrate directly with those services. You do need to have an account. Although many of them, like Mad Mimi, like MailChimp, offer a free plan that would integrate directly with Hale, which is really, really cool. Okay, looks like Nath asks the question, can you target a particular audience, or do you need to use ads along with these sweepstakes? So you have the freedom to promote these sweepstakes, these types of contests, Nath, however you want, however you want. If you post this organically to your Facebook page, your fans are going to be able to see it. If you post this in Twitter, if you tweet about this contest, your Twitter followers are going to see it. If you want to target with Facebook ads a specific audience, a very narrow audience, you can do that too. So you've got complete freedom on how you promote these types of contests. But it's totally up to you how you do that. All right, cool. And I'm taking one. I've got time for just a couple more questions, and man, we are basically out. Let me just grab. There we go. Okay, we are basically out now. If you are still in process of checking out, we have sold the last 5 of these bonus packages. However, if you're in process of checking out at hale.com/buy, that's okay. You can still finish up your purchase. But if you haven't purchased yet, or you haven't tried to purchase yet, we are out of those bonus packages. So exciting to have so many new members of the Hale family. So I've got time for 1 or 2 more questions. And again, if you've got a question that you'd like to see answered about Hale, about running campaigns, about marketing on Facebook in general, go ahead and pop it into the GoToWebinar questions to let me know. Okay, let me see. I'm going to take 1 or 2 more questions here. Okay, Eris says, is that normal? Is it normal for a company to run a campaign once a week? Absolutely, Eris. It kind of depends on the business and depends on what's right for your business. I would say we see customers running campaigns as often as once a week. And I would say the most successful ones are running them at least once a month, to collect new email leads. It's part of their strategy. So that is absolutely something that I would recommend you do. Good question. Let me look for one. I got time for maybe one more question here. Okay. Okay, a great question from Dawn. And actually, you know what? Let me see if I can get Dawn live to say hi. Dawn is also a new member of the Hale family. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Does not look like her microphone's connected. That's okay. Dawn asks, she says, how does Hale count the most shared for the Refer a Friend contest? We count them as a share if someone has clicked on the entrance link and they've entered the contest, Dawn. That's how they're counted. All right, folks. This has been awesome. Such great feedback from everybody I pulled live and from everybody else on the webinar. Remember that if you're still checking out at hale.com/buy, that's okay.